Parking forwards? Shop owners hate it, and there's a real reason. In Japan, reverse parking isn't a flex. It's a courtesy that prevents fender rash and saves those trimmed hedges lining storefronts. The secret isn't written in a rule book. It's an agreement everyone respects. I'm going to show you the steps Japanese drivers follow the moment they signal, the role hazard flashers play, and why this one habit makes crowded lots feel calm instead of chaotic. Watch how that first 5 seconds of setup can save you hundreds in damage and minutes getting out later. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Those neat hedges out front aren't an accident. They survive because drivers keep their bumpers pointed toward the aisle, not the shrubs. And shop owners quietly nudge that behavior with a simple expectation. Please reverse in. You won't always see a big sign announcing it. It's an unposted norm that keeps storefronts tidy, walkways open, and front fascias out of trouble. When you back into the stall, you're not just thinking about your car. You're keeping delicate landscaping, low signs, and tight sidewalk edges out of the danger zone your front end creates. In lots across the US, pulling straight in feels natural. You nose toward the block, turn the wheel, crawl forward, and stop when the car feels close enough. That last creep is what does it. The front overhang dips as the brakes load the nose, and a small turn adds swing. Curbs, stone planters, and low bollards sit right where that sweep happens. The contact is slow, but it's not harmless. A curb strike scuffs paint, chews up a lip or splitter, and can snap the tiny tabs that hold a grill or lower trim. The hit sounds minor, the bill doesn't. Plastic deforms, paint chips, and a quick touch-up turns into a removal, refinish, and blend. Take a small hatch with a long nose and soft front springs. The driver pulls in, taps the brake, and the nose pitches. A stone planter sits just below the sightline of the hood. The lower edge kisses rock for half a second. That cheap grocery stop becomes a few hundred spent on a fascia repair and a color blend into the fenders so the shade matches under daylight. None of it happens if the car enters the stall in reverse. The rear wheels follow a clean path between the lines, and the heavy structure at the back stops short of the hedge. The vulnerable end, the one with all the breakable plastic, faces open space. Parking lot data consistently points to low-speed impacts as the bulk of claims, with fixed objects like posts, curbs, and planters playing a big role. The pattern makes sense when you think about where the risk sits. Your front end has the longest overhang, it dips under braking, and it's full of trim that doesn't like being pushed. Reversing moves those weak points away from obstacles and keeps the highest risk motion, forward creep, out in the aisle instead of up against a barrier. There's also a spacing logic that feels obvious the moment you try it. When you back in, you line up the rear wheels with the stripes using the mirrors. That centers the car in the box and leaves predictable clearance at the front. Your nose stays clear of knee-height signs, planter lips, and those tidy hedges with branches that will etch clear coat if you let them. The walkway at the front of the stall stays open, so carts and strollers can pass without brushing your bumper or pushing leaves into your grill. Some stores even make the request explicit. A simple diagram near the entrance shows cars reversed into boxes with a short line of text asking customers to protect plants and keep pedestrian space clear. It's not policed, but it works because it's easy to do and everyone benefits. Back in once, and you avoid the routine where each car inches forward, bumps the curb, resets, and scrapes again next time. The habit isn't about moving fast, it's about placing the car precisely. One clean reverse saves your fascia, saves the hedge, and sets you up for a clean exit later. Protecting the property is one part. The next part is how drivers signal that intent so the whole lot stays calm from the first blink to the final turn of the wheel. Protecting the property is one part. The calm feeling you get in a busy lot comes from a tiny ritual that starts before the wheels even turn. It looks simple, but the timing matters. You signal early, well before you reach the space. That tells anyone behind you you're not cruising through. You're setting up. You let the car roll a half-car length past the spot, square the body to the aisle, and tap the hazards for a brief beat to claim intent. A short pause lets the message land. Then you cut the wheel and draw a smooth reverse arc that needs only one move. No sawing at the steering, no second attempt, no drama. You've seen the opposite play out at home. The signal comes late or not at all. A car slows near a space, another driver guesses, and both creep forward, testing who will commit. That's where the horn taps start. Not out of anger, but out of uncertainty. Two cars angle for one hole because neither one understands the other's plan. You end up with stalled lanes and sharp steering as someone lunges first. The energy turns sour, even if nobody actually touches. In this system, hazards do more than warn of a breakdown. A short burst becomes a courtesy cue that says, "I'm backing in." It's not a power move and it's not a bluff. Because everyone reads it the same way, the gesture clears confusion instead of creating it. The indicator tells direction, the hazard confirms intent, and the pause invites others to wait a moment while you finish cleanly. That consistency is the whole trick. Clear signaling also changes how long cars sit in limbo. When your plan is obvious, the car behind stops guessing and stops inching forward. You remove the split-second decisions that jam aisles and force overreactions. The entire sequence runs shorter because nobody has to correct for someone else's surprise. Less hesitation means less time blocking a lane and less chance of clipping a cart. Watch how a K car and a delivery van sort it out without a word. The K car clicks the left indicator early and rolls past a space. 2 blinks of hazards, then silence. The van eases off and holds the lane. Reverse lights come on, the little car swings back once, straightens, stops. The van is moving again before the reverse beeper hits its second note. That's the rhythm you want. Declare, pause, execute, release. There's a second benefit you cash in later. When you leave nose out, you see more. SUVs and pillars hide a lot when you're backing blind. Facing the aisle gives you a clean read of bikes, strollers, and carts cutting across. You ease out with your field of view wide open instead of guessing at what's behind a tailgate. That's not just convenience. That's risk you removed 10 minutes earlier when you chose to reverse in. Etiquette keeps the edges soft. A light horn chirp can mean thanks after someone gives you space. Long blasts read as aggression and are frowned on. Calm cues beat confrontation every time. Keep signals short, keep movement smooth, and keep the tempo steady. The whole lot takes the hint and relaxes.